6:52. Let's get a look at the top stories we're following as you head out the door.
And this morning we begin with Way 31's Stephen Dilsizian.
Guys, I'm here on Tony Drive in southeast Huntsville, where right now over 300 houses are without power. That's after a tree fell on 2 utility poles. And right now crews are on the scene working to restore power, but right now there is no timetable for when that will happen. Rodnia?
I'm on Randolph and Minor Street, where a tree is down blocking the road. I talked to police to find out when this road will be reopened. They told me that we are waiting for crews to come back and to continue removing the tree from the middle of the road. And once that happens, the road will be reopened. And again, power is restored in the 5 Points area. Bill?
Well, that's some good news, Rodnia. Thanks. Today, Lawrence County Schools, Morgan County Schools, Coleman County Schools are all operating on a 2-hour delay because of the weather conditions and the aftermath from what we saw last night. However, Lincoln County Schools in Tennessee are closed today.
Yeah, in addition to those obstructions that Stephen and Rodney were mentioning, Huntsville police are also warning about some other traffic hazards. You see this list here on your screen that they tweeted out. They say multiple trees are causing a partial blockage near the corner of Green Mountain and Autumn Chase Roads. There's also a complete blockage over at 1606 Wellman Avenue, so be careful as you head out the door.
Also this morning, an important reminder for parents in Limestone County. Bus drivers will not drive on roads that are covered by water. If a driver cannot see the road, they will not drive on it. So students who are impacted by the roads need to plan on meeting their school bus this morning.
A residence hall on the campus of Alabama A&M is back open this morning after a fire. It started at the Foster Complex just before midnight on Monday. It was enough to activate the fire sprinklers, and it left standing water throughout the building. Students who live in that dorm were displaced but told they could move back in sometime soon.
An Alabama woman who left America to become an ISIS bride now says she wants to come back home. Huda Muthana said she felt obligated to go to Syria once the so-called caliphate had been announced by the terror group. Once she joined ISIS, she tweeted out messages of hate and spread ISIS propaganda online, calling for attacks on Americans.
And you'll be able to watch an interview with her immediately following our newscast on Good Morning America. This morning, construction is underway on the second installation of the border wall project at the U.S.-Mexico border just south of San Diego. U.S. Customs and Border Protection's project consists of replacing existing barriers and putting in new 30-foot tall steel posts along a 14-mile stretch.
Happening today, Lauderdale County is now looking to create better connected communities through a new broadband expansion program. The meeting will be held at 2 o'clock this afternoon at the Lauderdale County Board of Education Annex Training Room.
And we're looking at a Green Mountain Road closure both ways due to a tree down. Road is closed between Camelot Drive and Shawnee Road. Got another one to talk about. We're still following that accident on Alabama Highway 20 just southeast of Muscle Shoals. But then when you look at most of the area, things are looking to be rather good. But keep in mind, throughout the day, we've been talking about a lot of flooding. Never ever drive through flooding if you're coming up to it. Don't even walk through it. You just don't know how deep that water is, let alone the current of which it could be moving. 7-day forecast, you have clouds and rain and storms all the way throughout early Sunday morning. I'm talking before 6 a.m. Then the rest of the forecast, you have dry weather Sunday afternoon and more so between Monday and Tuesday. Hopefully, let us dry out, let the river levels go down a little bit. But unfortunately, between now and then, we could still see a few inches of water.